Hello everybody, you all saw it last week. We're getting some amazing titles for the Nintendo Switch, such as Okami, the new Crash trilogy, Undertale, well eventually. We're even getting a brand new expansion for Splatoon 2 in the form of Octolings. Oh, and we even get to see what Mario's brother's packing. Look out, Mario, because your brother might be hiding something that's sort of a big deal. But speaking of big things, we also got some really big news. This. Nah, just kidding. We only got Smash. Sorry. But on a serious note, I think most of us that watched the Direct was disappointed after each game announcement that was not Smash. Then Nintendo threw us for a loop at the very end of it. Seriously, YouTube is flooded with reaction videos right now.
Oh, Smash! Smash Bros! Smash!
Breath of the Wild thing! Freaking Smash!
This guy got so excited, he glitched out of his seat. But enough about that. What about Smash? I wanted to put out a quick video on some of my thoughts. I was going to take a look at the silhouettes and come up with a roster, but it might be pretty obvious who these characters are. There is, however, one thing that I really wanted to talk about, and that's the moveset of the new Chosen, who have been called to face with the deadliest, most vicious creatures of the Smash universe. So how are the Inklings going to duke it out against the big boys? Keep in mind that the moveset that I come up with is all speculation, and I have no way of knowing what the actual moveset is going to be. But I think I have some pretty good ideas I'd like to share with you. So before I get into the moves, I would like to bring up the possibility of the Inklings inking the stage as you would ink turf. This would be an interesting mechanic to introduce into Smash, and would make the Inkling feel more at home with Splatoon players, as well as represent the Splatoon franchise very well. Though I could also see this not happening due to it being very taxing on the Switch. But it is a neat idea to think about. There's also the possibility of running out of ink. So first, I'd like to talk about the specials. I think the down B should be the roller. You might be thinking down B has to be the squid form, but I'll get to that later. The roller in Smash Bros. Would be a good idea because initiating the roller would allow you to attack, as well as using the roller across the stage in order to wreck opponents. It could also allow you to do a vertical swing with the roller in midair, causing the ink spread to have more range, just like how it's done in Splatoon 2. It would also be a pretty neat idea if a well-placed hit with a roller resulted in a meteor strike. I'm sure bombs are going to be in the moveset somewhere. They would probably be placed at neutral B. Now they just have to be regular bombs because they're just more iconic. However, though I don't really see this happening, it would be really cool if you could hold down the B button to charge up a curling bomb instead of a traditional bomb. Though, this would only really be useful if Nintendo is going to go with the idea that inking the stage as you would ink turf is going to be a thing in Smash 5. Speaking of inking turf, side B would be a really good placement for the squid. Now, when I was coming up with this moveset, I wasn't really sure if I wanted that to be on neutral B or side B. Side B won in my opinion because you could seamlessly transform into a squid while running. Add a few attacks with the A button in combination with some tilting of the joystick, and you'll have yourself some sick combos. Maybe. Now for the up B, I was going to go with the squid warp, but I didn't think that would fit the moveset very well. I think what would really make a decent recovery move is the ink jet. You could hurt enemies with the jet stream as well as get more height. Oh, and Did you know that Nintendo already has an animation for the side dodge? What if pressing the shield button activates the bubbler? Come on, if Yoshi gets an egg, the Inkling can get the bubbler. So now that we got the specials out of the way, what about the other attacks? Well, I think A should be the splatter shot or any standard shooter. The Inkling could run around shooting everyone and build up their damage. So I think the side A and some of the aerials should be linked, sort of how Mega Man could shoot while walking. You know, Mega Man was able to walk while shooting, so I think this should be the case with the Inkling as well. This would complement the playstyle of Splatoon very well, as it involves moving, constantly inking, and damaging opponents. I think a Splatoon player will feel right at home. The game Contra sort of comes to mind when I think about how the Inkling should feel. You know, like being able to aim up and down while moving. I know this would be sort of different from any other Smash character, but so is Ryu, so whatever. Now, I did think of one other possibility, but this might be a stretch. Well, what if you had to press the A button first and then walk in order to shoot while walking? That would leave side A open for another attack and possibly give us more aerials. But that might be too complicated of a control scheme, so I'm not sure I like that idea. That's just something else to think about. Now, as for the other attacks, down A could be an ink brush where you could repeatedly tap the A button to continuously attack and deal more damage. Down smash could be the tri-slosher where the Inkling inks around him or herself. Side A would obviously be linked to the shooting with the standard shooter like we talked about before, so that's out of the question. Side smash, however, would be the blaster. Up A could be the octobrush. Up smash could be the charge shot. As far as the dash attack, well, I have no idea, but I was thinking a quick spin attack or something from the Kraken. I don't know, I'm running out of moves here. And finally, we have the aerials. Neutral A and forward A would be linked to shooting, so I think down A should be a scaled down version of Splashdown, because we just really need that in the game. It's Splashdown. The rest of the aerial attacks could be various kicks and whatnot. What about the Super Smash attacks? Well, I think it should be one of the specials you acquire in Splatoon 1 or 2. Something like the Ink Cloud might not be a very popular choice, but I like the idea of having the Killer Whale or the Tenna Missile. One might also enjoy a Bomb Rush or something, but come on. Killer Whale! Killer Whale! I think this moveset would be very fitting for how the Inkling should be played in Smash. Inklings may appear to be cute on the surface, but they are no pushovers and should be able to hold their own in a fight. In my personal opinion, they should be a bit more on the speedy side, having more quick attacks and precision. Their moves should not feel sluggish, and their controls should be somewhat tight. I see a lot of potential in a moveset like this. Just imagine doing a mid-air combo, performing a splashdown, and then going into squid form to get up close and personal, and then finishing them off with a roller spike. What would you guys think of this playstyle? Would you enjoy it? Is it terrible and you have different thoughts on how the Inklings should be played? Did I leave out super important moves? Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. I know this is a new kind of video for me, so plenty of feedback will go a long way. If you haven't already, consider hitting that sub button and smash 5 that like button. Oh, and Discord, join it. You can find the link in the description. There's super awesome people on there, and I'm on there constantly, and we always just talk about random stuff, so I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.